Sorry about that. Hello, everyone, and welcome, Crash here. This is RTA Motorsports. This morning, we're just going to do a quick race doing the BMW 12.0 series. Last night, we actually had some pretty good results after one of our viewers here, Sky, gave us some settings or some tips to use for brake bias. So after doing that, we ended up finishing that race in fourth position. Did a little bit of practice. We're going to do a little bit more practice. The race starts in about 25 minutes, and then we're going to see how we fare. Now, it is morning time here, Pacific Standard Time. It's 10 a.m. right now. And sometimes around this time, other people that tend to be really good are on elsewhere in the world for these GT3, GTE style races. So we are going to probably come in contact with a lot of different drivers than what we're normally used to. Mr. Mac, what's going on, buddy? So we'll see how this fares. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen, but we'll see how we can do this. Let's make sure chat is actually working. Let me just type in a test message here to see if it comes up. There we go. All right, got it. Boom. So we are live. Let's get the game view up in just a second. Let's get us in a practice session here. So the goal is to get consistently in the 104s. So I've been kind of like low 105s, high 104s. I need to be consistently in the 104s, especially during qualifying, to really, really make a difference here. Now, if you are a member of VRS, I still haven't looked at it. They do have, even though it's a fixed setup, there are some things you can adjust, and they do have a video, an information video on the driving line and probably what adjustments to make to brake bias and all that. I still haven't watched it. That would probably be the most beneficial thing. I think the next race we'll do in the BMW 12.0, we'll do that. And then from there, I'm sure it's going to make much bigger difference than, just changing one parameter, and especially with knowing what gear you should be in what turn. I'm not sponsored by them at all, but I do really like the VRS service. I have not even scratched the surface as far as how deep that software goes with the telemetry recording and what you did in what turn. But yeah, their service is pretty crazy. If you could swing that added cost to iRacing, the VRS service is pretty cool. Anyway, all right, let's change this over. Boop, 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 boop. You had one lap 104.4 and one 104.7 were the two best that you saw. Yeah, today when I was I just ran a race. Like no practice. I came upstairs and there was a race just about to start in 2 minutes. I just ran it. We finished towards the back of the pack. It was actually a really clean race.
Radio check. You got me?
It was actually a really clean race. I just think the people that are on now probably run this series more frequently from elsewhere in the world or whoever's on right now. Seems to be an iRacing, depending on what time you're on in the day, you get like different types of drivers that race different things. So, but right now, the races that we were on, we were about there was like 8 total splits, and we were like 3 from the top, and it was actually a super clean race. There was only a few incidences. There wasn't like those, global sort of crashes that we experiences in other times. So, but there was still a lot of people in the session, which was pretty cool. But yeah, I ran a few 104s, like a 104.5, I think was my fastest. Not like last night, but you know, we were just coming in. So let's try to get this down. Let's give it a try. 100-mile-per-hour selfies. What's going on, buddy? This time we're using the McLaren GT3 wheel. It's a little bit more appropriate for this type of car. It's not the BMW GT wheel, but it is more of an appropriate style wheel for this car. Let's get some heat in the tires. I'm going to kind of treat this like a qualifying, see what we can do the next 2 laps after this one. I did explore some boundary limits as far as what corners you could kind of cut a little bit without getting flagged. This one being one of them, kind of cut that one a little bit. Lost some speed on that one. Just got distracted. I realized I didn't turn on the Kappa app to have my on-screen displays. You guys can see them, but I can't. So I can't see my track times, but crew chief should announce them if I do run a fast one, as well as I have the lap time on my dash. I think this is going to be like a 105. Made some mistakes here.
Sixth place.
That was a 105.16. Didn't cut that one in enough. I really need to get over that inside curb on the apex.
P5. That lap was at 104.69.
There we go. So we're already in the 104s. If that was qualifying, that would have been my fastest lap. That would have definitely fared me pretty well. I'm noticing some of the guys in these splits that we're in now are running 103s for the lead car, or the top 3 in qualifying. Sure, there's other adjustments to be made, for instance, traction control, all that are in-car adjustments. This is going to be a 105, like a high 105. Maybe not.
lap time was 104.62.
Alrighty. Seems to be kind of where we're camping out right now, the 104.6. "15 minutes before the race session starts."
P2, your lap time was at 104.15.
Oh my gosh, we're almost in the 103s, guys. Oh my gosh, that was my fastest lap time ever. There we go. What the heck was that about? Try not to let it distract me.
Quickest overall.
All right, I got to see what that lap time was. We got to get out of the car. Was that a 103? I can't see anything. Let's see. Let me put up the Kappa app. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Come on. Let's go back to the pits. Let's see. We got a 103.965. CJ, what's going on? We finally broken the 103s, guys. We broke the 103 barrier. What the heck? All right, let's get the Kappa app running. I can't believe I just broke in the 103s. That's where the top guys are in the race sessions. Should allow us to join the race session right now. Oh, I can't believe we just broke the 103s. Yes. I am so I feel like I don't even need to race now. I feel like I'm just I feel so accomplished. And this is the last few hours of this race at this at Donington before we switch over. And that's kind of my problem. Whenever I end up liking something, I end up kind of getting into it a little late in the game. But we do have a race. 11 minutes. 11 minutes. Already 116 people already joined. If you want to join in this race, this iRacing BMW 12.0 series is going to be going on in about 10 minutes now. So if you want to join in, you can. You know, I can't guarantee we're going to be in the same split, but it's definitely worth it. Let's see. You know, the slippers do add 50 horsepower easily. I've heard things could be, upwards of 75, You know what's funny too? Like, these are probably, I wish I could find sim racing shoes that are kind of like these, because the soles are super thin. I remember there was a guy that was making sim racing shoes with super thin soles, and they were just slip-on, kind of like slippers, but they look like racing shoes, or almost kind of like boat shoes. But I couldn't find his shoes anymore. I guess the company kind of went under, or he stopped making them. I'm not sure what happened. But these kind of fit that. They're perfectly sized to my feet, so there's no play. I feel like I can heel toe in them really well. My feet are not going to slip out. And the soles are just thin enough where I can feel the pedals, but not too
Radio
thin.
check.
Radio check, I got you.
But not too thin where I feel like the pedals are going to like split through the soles. But yeah, I do need to find some other option. It's kind of like just like a troll thing now, to be honest with you. I really do like these, just for the simple aspect that, you know, it's ridiculous. All right, let's get the... This is the only thing I don't like about the cap app. I mean, there's probably a way past it, but I have to turn it on every single time. And if I forget, I don't have my on-screen displays at that point. Ninja Turtle power. I don't know where we're going to be at on this one. The last race that I ran, they were all super clean and really fast. Like the top 10 guys were in the 104s. Top 3 guys were 103s. So, I mean, this could potentially... This could be potentially really tough for us. And during that race session, I mean, again, there was no practice going into it. During that race session, we were only able to manage 104s. Whoa, what the heck? Alrighty. They're my signature look. Kind of like Barnacles, right?
The leader has just done a 106.88.
I have no idea what the heck we hit. Yeah, we just spun right off the track. Did I even touch the grass? Let's see. I don't know. Maybe some dirt on the track. I don't know. Do I have to recalibrate the slippers every so often? Yes, with my load cell. I did turn on anti-stall clutch because it was kind of annoying. I kept stalling this car. A lot of clutch input to get the car going.
There's a car approaching.
Just
Stay behind the white line.
Oh, he's pretty darn far back. Just so I could stay consistent.
New fastest lap for Fisher, 105.30. That's a new fastest lap for Mayer, 103.79.
Because this wheel is so light too, I do feel a lot more of the fine detail stuff in the wheel. I don't know if that's what's helping me at all. I think it's just practice based, you know, so I didn't think we could break it to the 103s.
E9.
I'm like super pumped, and now I kind of feel a little, I don't know, accomplished.
Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
Yeah.
Fastest lap for Mayer, 103.63.
Got to be careful on the turnoff on that one. Oh, that was way too sharp. Kinda.
Okay, Ray, you need to watch the track limits.
Yep. I cut in way too much on that one.
37.
105.070, and I felt like that was going to be a 106.
The leader's just done a 103.50.
Ah, yep.
Sector 1 is 0.32 off the pace.
I kind of felt that one was not going well. All right. Already 164 people registered for this event. Well, not event, race. I should just say. Thank you so much. I hope you do like the camera angle.
Pit exit's clear.
We came out behind this guy last time.
The guy behind has just done a 105.27. The leader has just done a 103.09.
Oh, again, same spot. There's got to be like dirt on the track or something. There has to be, because I've never made that mistake before. Look at this. He did the exact same thing. Slid right across us. It's not only me. There's got to be dirt on the track. And I'm sure I just spread some dirt, some love. Spread some love on the track. Awesome. Yeah, I kind of wondered if it was cold tires, but this session that we just started is the first time I had an issue there. Maybe the track is cooler than I have done in other. Yeah, I'm like sliding. Maybe it's just the track conditions for this along with cold tires. I mean, that practice session we were just in, we had literally no issues like this. He just slid right off the track. Poor guy. We have done that so many times already. Thank you, man. I'm glad you're liking the view. It was something I've really been working to try to get. Oh man, I don't know why the track is severely blown up on the stream. I gotta fix that in just a second.
The leader has just done a 102.94. That's your fastest lap today. You're now 2.4 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.44 off the pace.
That was a 105.3. We get back down to the low 104s. Again, sorry about the track display. I'll fix that in just a moment. I don't know why.
The guy behind has just done it. 105.16.
Hang in there.
Sixth place. That's your quickest lap. You're currently 1.7 seconds off the leader's pace.
There we go. Mid 104s.
0.42 off the pace.
See, this one's so far feeling a little bit better. All right, session starting. Good. Gives us a moment to really... All right, so I don't know. I hope the session's not going to be as kind of iffy as that one. Our practice session that we did, that we nailed the 103 in, that felt kind of like every other race I've been in. That track, I don't know if it was just used. There was a lot of like dust and dirt on the track. I don't know if you guys could see that at all. I'm sure that played a role. Maybe also the track temperature was a little bit colder. I don't know. It's at 103. We'll see what it looks like here once we're going into this one. And, of course, yeah, cold tires. You know, just kind of a bad combination.
Checkered flag, P6.
We're almost at 6,000 subscribers, by the way. I just noticed that. I didn't know why that whole bar was off. I just noticed that. There we go. Got it. All right, we're back up to normal. You know, I never noticed that that bar was off. Never occurred to me. All right, let's see. So only a little bit of time left before the 50 seconds left. Track temperature is actually a little cooler, so 102. You can see in the top right there the track temperature. On the display, it would be for you guys right up here. So 102 there. Strength of field is 1.7. So we've been normally racing at 1.5, 1.4s. This is 1.7, so the class of drivers is going to be a little higher. You can see how many Class C drivers, a few other Class A drivers we have in this one. It's probably going to be a cleaner race, probably going to be a tougher race. So even though we got 4th last night, now we're going to be up against tougher opponents. So hopefully we can make it happen. That's all I'm saying. All right, qualifying is going to be starting, so I'm just going to try to stay nice and calm and see what we can do. All right, guys, wish me luck. My mic stand is moving way too much. Sorry about the noise, guys. All right, let's see. See if we can make it happen.
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. All right, Ray, we've got 2 laps to set a decent time.
Just focus on getting some heat in the tires. I'm going to be kind of quiet during the qualifying here because I really want to focus on getting a decent time and nailing the lines. Thank you so much. I need all the luck I can get, unfortunately. Oh, really? 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 That was my fault. Here we go. There we go. Nailed that one beautifully.
P4.
Trying to use all the track I can without touching that grass.
The leader's just done a 103.81.
Okay, 104.576. I'm happy with that. I felt like that second lap was probably the best I could have done right now. Kind of wish it was a little bit lower in the 104s. Looks like so far we're getting pushed to 6th, which is, this is probably the best qualifying time I've ever had. And just knowing that I could get in the 103s, that it's actually possible for me, is a little bit more of a confidence boost. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm hoping for a great race too. Let's get the belts on. I kind of feel weird whenever I don't wear the belts now. It's kind of like driving a normal car without the belts. Not for safety. I just feel funny. Something doesn't feel right. All right, so we got a few minutes left of qualifying. We might get pushed a little bit further. Miglu Gamer, what's going on? Thank you, buddy. Oh, man. If any of you guys are thinking about getting a capture card, because I know a lot of you guys stream, we have the Elgato Stream Capture. Was it the 4K version 2.0? The 4K 60 Pro 2.0? That's a small card, but that's such a sweet card. It just works out of the box, and that's what we have our camera here, our Sony Alpha 6300 going into. Basically, it's recording at, well, it's not recording right now. It's running at 4K, but going right into that capture card. And it just worked. It's such a sweet setup. I do have another 4K 60 capture card going to my Canon, but my Canon SL2 is not capable of 4K. So, you know, if you guys are looking to what am I running here, we have a Canon SL2 that I've used for all my videos, and we just got the Sony Alpha 6300 because it's capable of 4K back here. Good low light performance too. I really enjoying this camera so far. All right, got a minute left before we start gridding up for the 12-minute race. 12-minute high stress, high anxiety racing. Definitely, if you can get a GT3 style wheel for these cars, it greatly enhances the experience, because not only that, you don't have the rim here blocking a lot of your view. I did notice on some areas of the track as we were going down, the car view on the screen would move down, but my rim, of course, is still here. I would kind of lose that view in front of the car, and I would just have to go according to feel. Like I literally couldn't see the apexes coming. So being that this car calls for this kind of wheel, I'm sure I could probably adjust the in-car view a little bit better, so that way that didn't happen. But I adapted this Fanatec GT3 wheel to my sim experience with this with the quick release, as well as a USB hub setup. And this USB hub setup is from SimRacing Hardware, I believe. No, it's not from SRM.
That's the end of the session.
It's actually from
P8.
SRM. But yeah, I mean, totally awesome. Works really well. It does make the wheel, if you ever, adapt a wheel with a USB hub, it does make the wheel come closer to you, probably about by like an inch. But I don't feel like I need to adjust my steering wheel distance at all, or my base distance. I just kind of drive accordingly. Still feels perfectly good and natural. Maybe just a hair too close, but not too bad. You got the first gen. You hear the MK2 runs a lot cooler. Yeah, and that was the only one that was in stock on Amazon, to be honest with you. That's the only reason why I bought it. So it is smaller too. Whatever GT3 wheel. The Porsche GT3 wheel, I'm sure, is amazing too. Honestly, haven't really looked at it too far. But yeah, I'm sure as long as you can find an adapter for whatever if you're using a direct drive, or if you're on the Fanatec, if you're referring to a Fanatec wheel, if you're on the Fanatec ecosystem, I'm sure it'll work just fine. Oh, you have the McLaren. So is a Porsche GT3 wheel like a Fanatec based wheel? Let's move this up a little bit. I feel like I'm reaching for it. All right, here we go. So it looks like we end up qualifying 8th. Can't really tell you how many guys are going to be on this race here.
The air temp is 26 Celsius, 12 minutes. You'll need to get on with this.
There is one from Fanatec. Okay, I didn't know
car number 3 in the right column.
I didn't know they came out with a new GT3 wheel. So this is not the highest that we've ever qualified for this race session, but we have also not raced this type of strength of field before. So I'm assuming it's going to be cleaner racing. I'm also assuming that they're going to be quick and they're going to be relentless. Yeah, I love GT3 style racing. I'm not going to get rid of my circle wheel because I also do drifting and rally and stuff like that. I think that's necessary for that. Some crashing.
Okay, Ray, nice and neat. Stay out of trouble. Go.
Bad start there. Bad start. We completely lost that one. So far, a decent start.
right side. Still there. Clear right. Right side. Clear on the right.
He gave me some room, but he's keeping up the pressure. I'm going to try to ignore him. As best as I can, not let him stress me out. Gotcha, gotcha. Sounds really cool.
Let's see how wide you can make this thing. P9.
He is on our bumper. I don't know if you can see this down on the right side.
On your right. Right side clear.
We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Ray. You're gaining on this guy. The gap's now 0.5. 10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes.
That was completely our fault.
The leader has just done a 104.16. P12. Your lap time was 105.20.
Feel like we're pulling this car in a little bit. He's only a second ahead. Still a second ahead. We didn't gain anything on him there. Big traffic area coming up. And that's normally going to cause everyone to slow down a little bit as everyone's trying to make moves on each other. Hey CJ, I saw your comment. I'll read it in just a moment, buddy. Yeah, crew chief is awesome. I love crew chief. Yeah. 104.6. Woo! All right, so we're back. We're back.
The gap ahead is now 1.4. You've just done a 105.17.
Oh, that last lap was not the greatest.
All right, Ray, halfway home, fuel's good. That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes, P12.
Slow squeeze of the throttle.
The leader has just done a 103.70.
Nice racing slippers. Thank you, man. All right, we got him.
All clear left.
Nice pressure on him. He made a mistake. Locked him up. So that's smoke
Come on,
coming.
Ray. Good stuff. Keep it coming.
Three minutes, 35 seconds left of the race session.
P11. The gap to Walsh ahead is increasing. It's now 1.7. That lap time was 104.46. 2 minutes
Nice.
to go. 2 minutes.
We lost time on that one. Came out way too wide, way too hot into that turn. Keep it in there. Oh, pulled him in quite a bit.
Last lap. That lap was a 104.28. Sector 2 is 0.28 off the pace.
Not enough time left in the race.
Incident in Hollywood. Looks like it's...
Oh my gosh,
okay,
really?
It's over.
Why do people stop right there? That affected our safety rating. Because, look at this, he completely blocked us. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Bill and you, yeah, this is the BMW M8 GTE car. I can't believe that happened. Did we lose feed completely? When did the feed go out? Hopefully it actually finished the race. Are you kidding me? It went... After I was just complimenting the camera on the Elgato, how long did we lose feed for? We lost feed for 5 minutes of the race? Oh my gosh. I am so sorry, guys. So right at the end of the race, let me show you. It looks like our camera completely blanked out on us. All right, so the last lap we ended up... Yeah, I am so sorry, Bill and you, everyone else. Sorry about that. I had no idea that that actually happened. I don't know what happened. Maybe my camera overheated. Not quite sure, but this is the last lap of the race here. We ended up pulling in the car that was ahead by quite a bit. And then you can see what happened after the start-finish line. We ended up finishing, what was that, 12th or 11th, around there. This last lap was actually super fast for us. Oh, man, I am so sorry, guys. I did not realize it was down. So this last lap here, past the start-finish line. We only had one incident point. I didn't realize, and then boom, peekaboo. I don't know why people stop on the start-finish line like that. But it actually kind of messed up our what is it called? Our safety rating, because we only had one incident point until that happened, and I believe that's going to count because not everyone passed the start-finish line already. So the race was technically still going. Oh, you were watching the track layout. Yeah, hard to fix it when you're driving. Yeah, I didn't realize. See, I've kind of streamed with this before for hours. Never had any issues, so I'm not entirely sure if maybe the charger cable came out and the battery died. Yeah, it's gonna affect my safety rating. All right, so yeah, we got it back up, but yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely check that out. But it looks like our last lap was 104.061. We kind of hovered in the 104s the entire race, but we're all over the 104s for the most part. So not super consistent, which just means I need more practice. But it's definitely nice to see that I did nail a time so close to the 103s. We did nail a 103. We ended up finishing 11th. All right, so not horrible. Almost to the top 10. We gridded 8th, and we had that incident where I kind of just overcooked it and slid off the track. Let's switch this over, and let me open up the results. Yeah, I think it definitely was a like a sleep mode or a timeout, because it's been kind of almost exactly a half hour since I had it running just before the stream. So yeah, would make sense. All right, so here are the results here. Yeah, and it did. I almost want to report that because it knocked us down on our safety rating, and we're kind of in a very vulnerable spot where if I would have, I mean, we could have gotten bumped up with just that one incident point. It was after the start-finish line. I don't know if they would do anything. I think they're just going to kind of say it is what it is at that point. But, you know, why did people stop right there, you know? And then the guy ahead of me kind of set me up for that. So, I mean, there was no reason why I should have been following him, but it was already past the start-finish. But it is what it is at that point. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in for this race. Yeah. I think it's definitely a sleep timer. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out and joining in this quick sort of out of nowhere race. I wasn't even planning on really doing a race this morning, but I couldn't help myself. After yesterday finishing 4th, I was like, we got to do it. And now today I hit the 103s, and I feel justified almost. You know what I mean? So I think this is a series that we're definitely going to keep following. That was definitely a much cleaner race aside from that crazy ending and aside for the camera cutting out. Again, I am sorry about that. I'm going to figure out what the heck that was about. And yeah, everyone, thank you very much. We're almost at 6,000 subscribers. My subscriber count has been kind of growing very slowly over the years, but I really don't really put too much thought into that or really care, because this is kind of what I'm all about. Live streaming and, you know, informational videos. There's a lot of video reviews. I used to do a lot more videos, but I enjoy the live streaming aspect just to hang out with you guys so much. And I greatly appreciate, you know, especially now we're all locked in, being able to converse and hang out with like-minded people is just, it's so much of a stress relief for me. I don't think you guys can understand. But yeah, definitely, you know, spread the word a little bit. let's try to get the channel past 6,000. I think that would be awesome to do. And, you know, we do have some video content coming out really soon. I'm still trying to work on the video thing that I did for my physical car, and that's this one back here, our 2018 Camaro ZL1. We worked on that for a while and did some minor things. We were going to take it to a track day at Laguna Seca, and unfortunately that didn't work out because, well, everything going on right now. Track day was canceled, so is what it is, but you can kind of see the car a little bit more there. Is what it is, but yeah, we did some visual things, some aero things, and I didn't film this one, but I just ceramic coated the car to kind of protect it a little bit. But as soon as the tracks open back up, I look to take it to the track, and of course there's going to be tons of video footage on there. Recently I did my first drift with my buddy Rye. He let me borrow his car on a track day, and we learned to drift. If you can, check out that video. I spent a lot of hard time and effort really making that video, culminating it together to really kind of bring you guys along on the experience that I had. That was an absolute mind-blowing experience. I got so close to buying a car to make a drift car out of it, but I really think I want to focus on track days with the car I currently have, and then we'll kind of go from there, whether or not we get a Corvette C8 or what, you know, may come to us in the future. But yeah, not really sure. Oh, I should do some ILMS. You only do that in special events. This weekend's a 24-hour Nordschleife. I saw some people practicing for that. So is this AC? No, it's iRacing. Yeah. I do go into ACC quite often, but iRacing is a little bit, I do notice iRacing is a little bit harder to save the car, and it's a little bit less forgiving as ACC. ACC is not an easy title. It's definitely simulation based, but iRacing is a little bit harder to, you know, really get that car under control. Yeah, everyone, again, thank you. I really appreciate all your guys' support. So definitely keep a lookout for the videos that are going to be coming out. But of course, we're going to be doing a lot more live stream. I do look to do another live stream and video. And if you guys want to see, I'm thinking about doing a video review on my experiences with the Oculus Quest in simulation. I'm not really sure. And the Pimax, I still got my Pimax 5K Plus. I'm not really sure what we're going to do as far as the other Pimaxes that came out. I'm very, very interested in the AKX. Not sure if we're going to try to pick one of those up or maybe see what happens with this Star VR1 that's coming out. That it hasn't been released for the USA market yet, but I did send them an email to see, you know, what the cost is, because AKX is expensive, but so is the Star VR1. And if they're near the price of each other, I may just go Star VR1 if they allow me to purchase. So right now they're just opening up to inquiries, and we'll see kind of where we go from there. If it's $3,000, that's probably not going to happen right now. But if it's close to the price of the AKX, that might be the way that I'll go, even if they could, you know, delete the eye tracking. I don't really need the eye tracking right now. But yeah, everyone, stay safe, stay inside, follow your local rules, wash your hands often, and use this time to get some practice in sim racing. Everyone, have a great day. See you all next time.